Hello everybody tout le monde, today we are preparing a risotto. To make this dream come true, we'll follow the Preppy Kitchen recipe. For that we will need rice, shallots, parmigiano reggiano, white wine and mushrooms. Now that we have everything, let's go.
First off, grab 4 cups of chicken stock and pop that into a medium pot.
Okay, the chicken stock. Yes, well, okay, I think I forgot this part. Okay, let's go shopping then. So, I brought back every cheap part that tastes like chicken. We have chicken carcasses and chicken feet for the naughtiest of you. You put everything on a baking rack and you send it to your oven at a sunny August day in Paris or 180 degrees Celsius. When everything is roasted, move it to a Dutch oven or a big pot. And don't forget the juice, that's where the flavor is. Then magically add some random vegetables and water until everything is submerged. Or drawn. Maybe drawn. Let's cook it on medium heat until it starts simmering. Now you skim all the little clouds on top and wait until you have waiting long enough. Let's reheat the stock. Mine is a bit thick, but it's because I used chicken feet and the collagen in them melted into the stock. Normally they shouldn't melt that much, but I was doing a job interview and I forgot that I was cooking on the side. So if I had one piece of advice for you, it would be to find a job before cooking. Okay, now that we have ketchup, let's continue the video.
The stock needs to be nice and hot for your risotto, otherwise you're gonna shock your rice.
Okay, we wait.
While that's heating up, I'm just gonna finish some prep work. I want 10 ounces of mushrooms, and I'm using shiitake for this, but really you can use whatever mushrooms you love or have on hand.
Personally, I love to having Parisian mushrooms on hand, especially the ones that come from Poland.
We're gonna give them a nice thinnish slice.
Make fine thin slices.
My mushrooms are prepped. I also want 2 medium to large shallots thinly sliced.
3 small shallots finely chopped.
Finely chop them up. It's not technically a mince.
Chop them again.
Into the Dutch oven, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of oil. All right, oh look, my butter's melted. There we go. It's time to add our shallots in.
Let's just modify a bit the recipe. Before cooking our shallots, let's cook our mushrooms separately to make them release their water. Toast them and let them cook until there is no water smell anymore. Pour them into a bowl and we are ready to continue. In a saucepan we add oil and butter and we add our shallots.
My shallots have softened, so now we're gonna add all of our mushrooms right into the pot.
Our pre-cooked mushrooms.
We're gonna cook, stirring occasionally for 5 to 7 minutes or until those mushrooms have changed color and softened.
As smart as we are, our mushrooms are already cooked, so let's skip this useless part.
In between stirs for those mushrooms, let's grate some Parmesan. And today I'm gonna use my rasp.
Yes, but it's not a rasp, it's a microplane. Don't try to show off when everyone has one. Okay, let's focus. Let's microplane my Parmigiano, which is younger than a poisson pané. If you didn't get that joke, it's because you are not French.
And you want about half a cup, which is 40 grams.
We need 40 grams, and I think I did a bit too much, but it's because of my rasp addiction. Yes, I think we have enough. And like my grandma always said, 200 is always closer to 40 than 300.
Now we're gonna add 1 cup or 220 grams of this beautiful rice right inside. Stir the rice in and cook while stirring frequently for 3 to 4 minutes or until the rice is nice and translucent. All this delicious flavor is stuck to my pot and the whole dish needs a lift. The mushrooms are very earthy. You want a little brightness and flavor, and that comes from 1 cup of a nice dry white wine.
I don't know if you remember the white one from the beginning, but I see I forgot about it while cooking, so let's do without. And I think we already drink enough wine in France. It won't kill me to skip it this time.
Now we're gonna reduce heat to medium-low and start adding our stock in about half of a cup at a time.
I could have used a cup to add the stock, but I prefer to use a big spoon. It allows you to take your time and increases the risk of spilling some stock on your counter.
Stir it in, and the magical part is you'll see it's absorbed so quickly. That rice is very hungry for moisture.
It has a really naughty rice. So let's speed up the end otherwise it would get very boring. You add more stock when it's needed. Then we mix. Let's dive in with a spoon to see if we need more time. We switch to the big pan on the stove. You add your butter again, and then you mix. Finally, the cheese, lot of cheese, more than 40 grams. You do the flipping thing. You add pepper and everything on the plate. And you tap the bottom of the plate to even it out. You add more cheese because there is never enough. And finally, you can taste it. And that's what we call a good risotto. See you, bye bye.